Christine Filardi does a Passion for Pets segment. Christine, what's on tap for your segment later in the show?
Well, I have a great guest tonight, Kristen Papil, who has over 25 years experience with dogs. She's going to talk about Long Island Therapy Dog Certification and all the great work she does. And we might even have a potential therapy dog here tonight with us with Meredith from Paws Unite People.
All right. Joe Satriano, who does a inspiring stories segment for all the high school seniors he gets scholarships to from around New York and all over. Joe, what's on tap for your exciting segment coming up later in the show?
Well, Howie, you hit it right on the head. I have another inspiring story that really will touch people's hearts as to the kids that I interview for my scholarship, and it really, really is one of those inspiring stories that you will not forget.
Awesome. Mayor Minch, with his bullying segment, Mayor, I know you have a very compelling story later for the show.
Yes, today I want to preview about this 15-year-old girl who committed suicide from people calling her fat. She was ugly, and to me it really touches me at times because I've been called names during high school, and I've been called names during my course of elementary towards high school. And I would like to share her story. I'm not going to reveal her name because I don't know it, but I want to show you her story. Leading toward that, I'm going to also next week do a bullying segment from a Boston story here.
Okay. Rocco, I know you have a poem coming up later and a movie review. What will you be reviewing later in the show?
Well, the movie that I'll be reviewing is Disney just did a new live-action version of Cinderella, so I have that prepared. And yes, I'm doing a poem. The poem that I'm doing is one that I wrote about a month ago that I thought really kind of, distills my philosophy. So I think people will be really interested in what I have to say in regards to that.
All right. I want to get to Joe before we go to break. Joe, next week, the staff, and you're going to be with us. We're going to Boston for a very special show, our first show in Boston. We're going to be broadcasting from the Yawkey Center for Cancer Care to raise money for the Jimmy Fund, the biggest charity in Boston. And Joe, I know this trip is going to be great for you. Your son is in Cambridge, and you run a charity, a foundation for kids. So I know you're excited about our big show next Sunday in Boston.
Absolutely, Howie. This is going to be such an experience. Not only do I get to see my son, which I very rarely do get to see him, maybe 2 or 3 times a year, but also just the fact that we know that we're making a dent and we're going to raise a lot of money, hopefully, for the Jimmy Fund. If your listeners don't know anything about it, you should go online and check out what it does. It helps kids out. It's a tremendous fund. If you ever look at a Red Sox game, you'll see the poster on the outfield wall for the Jimmy Fund. They are big supporters, and it's a wonderful, wonderful cause. So looking forward to the road trip with all of our Halftime Howie family.
Absolutely. It's going to be great. I would take a break, and hopefully she'll call in. Katie McGurk from the Jimmy Fund is going to call in, so we're going to preview about next week's show and what the Jimmy Fund is all about. So we're taking a break. I am Halftime Howie. This is Broadcasting on the Beach with Halftime Howie, coming to you live from our studios in Babylon on Long Island's first and oldest radio station, AM 1240. WGBB.